Hey, what's up, y'all? Big Wooly here. Welcome back to episode 2 of Seaopolis. So, in the first episode, we got through setting up our little auto sieve and auto collector thing right there behind me, and then we went and raided all of the little islands out there for their crates to get as many sapling variants as we could. And then today, what I'd like to get into, we got super lucky, y'all. We found, 10 total pieces of iron? Where are they? I think I put them down here. Are they down here? Yeah, 9 pieces of iron. So 9 pieces of iron is going to let us almost skip the flint sieves completely, and it will greatly increase the drop rates for things we need going forward in the pack. One of those things being dust. So we need 2 kinds of dust. We need this kind of dust that we can turn into clay, and then we also need this kind of dust that we can turn into the organic matter, which is where we get our first metals in the pack. We will be able to sift organic matter over flint mesh for copper and tin, which we need to progress to be able to get auto hammers and things going on. And then after that, we'll move through to where we get, I think improved matter gets us iron. So the second tier. And we actually, will, rather than a flint mesh, because if you go look at some of the stuff that we're going to be sieving, so let's just, for example, let's look at dust. And where's our dust? Dust. Which dust is it? This dust. If you look at your odds here, we have a 50% chance to get one from a string mesh. But a flint mesh, you get a 50% chance and a 30% chance. If we go up to an iron mesh, you get a 50% chance and 2 30% chances. So you could potentially get 3 dust from one piece. So that'll help you with, not having to hammer as much, which brings us to our next point. So first things first, you're like, how do we get dust? So we've been sieving our dirt that we've been making in our little auto dirtificator box thingy that we feed biomatter into to get to get dirt. We've been feeding that, and we have this. So now we need to be able to hammer this down. So we're going to have to make ourselves our first hammer. It is hammer time. Andesite, basalt. Where's just plain stone? Oh, it has to. Bet you it has to be stone. All right. Oh, wait, we have stone. Haha. I think we were making that for something else, but we'll use it for this hammer. All right, so that gets us some quest rewards. Just some B-Bucks, and now it says breaking cobble into gravel. So this has I don't know if it's compressium. I'm not real sure what mod they're using for it, but it has compression recipes. I don't think it's compressium. I think it's a different one. Compressed. Okay, so we can compress cobble. And you're like, well, why would you want to compress it? Well, the cool thing is we can also hammer compressed cobble. And hammering is the next thing we're going to be doing to get into our other materials. So we have to take this stuff and we have to break it down. And we can use Ultimine with it. So it took all of that compressed cobble, broke it down into gravel for us. Now we're going to do the same thing. And the cool thing is the compressed recipes are with the K. So if you have it in a crafting table, you can hit K and it's going to compress all of it for you, down into the next tier. So we're only going to break, let's do that much of it, because this will get us our sand. And then if we go and we do a K on that, and then we're probably only going to break half of the sand down, because we want to get some of the resources from each of these tiers. And then we're going to take the sand, and we're going to break it down into dust. And there we go. So now we have all 3 of the next tiers that we can sift in our meshes. We're going to start with the gravel, because we really want to get enough flint to upgrade at least one of those meshes to flint, and then we can take it straight to iron. So we need 6 pieces of flint. All right, 6 pieces of flint. There we go. As soon as this finishes sifting, let's also go accept all those quests we just completed. We just did a bunch of them, so we'll get some extra of everything from it. And then I think it's going to want us, it wants us to smelt some of the sand into glass. And then, of course, we're going to do that, sift the sand. We got our flint here. Ooh, that gets us into pipes, item pipes. Nice. Flint gets us into a stone cutter. Cool. Flint also gets us into a sawmill, which lets us make stairs and stuff. Cool. Shaped. It is not shapeless. All right. So there's that. And then, like I said, we're going to take 6 of this here iron. There we go. All the way to an iron mesh. Did we not get quest credit for that? Oh, you don't get progression on your meshes in this one. Interesting. All right, so we've got an iron mesh for one and a flint mesh for one. Now, we're going to put the flint one in the second one. We're going to put the iron in the first one. If we're only sifting like one of something, we really want it to go through here. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Since we're trying to like maximize and utilize the iron we got, for this little bit here, we're going to sift it all straight through this. There's our seagrass for that quest. Seagrass is going to give us access to some other plants. So it's going to give us access to sugarcane, bamboo, and cactus. We're going to be able to craft from the seagrass. We're going to be able to craft. We're going to just bookmark these so we have them so we can do them in a minute. I'll probably do it off camera. We're going to be able to craft bamboo. We're going to be able to craft sugarcane. And we're going to be able to craft cactus. These are going to get us some renewable resources that we can use for all kinds of stuff. You know, we can smelt the cactus. We can make sticks and stuff out of the bamboo. We can use it for fuel source if we need to, and sugarcane for things like paper and whatnot. We'll be able to get farms set up for sustaining all of that. How much iron did we still have left? You know what? It was meant to be. We have enough iron after making our one mesh for a bucket. Oh, heck yeah. We're supposed to have to get into clay before we get into iron buckets. So that is awesome. So we take the dust and we right click it on water in a bucket and we get clay. There you go. I'm going to go off camera and just kind of work through the grindy parts of getting all the resources together for this next little bit. And then I'll come back when we are ready to progress. Isn't this fun? And we're clicking and we're clicking and we're clicking. Alrighty, one eternity later, we're back. So I think I have everything together for us to speed through some of this progression. So we're going to start with some fluid pipes because that's going to unlock our clay, which will then allow us to move on into this pottery category, of which I think I have the materials to get us all the way through both ends, glass and flint. So that is what we're going to use to make our fluid pipes. So the recipe looks like that with glass on each end, and bam. And that's going to get us unlocked for the next one. So we just need to come grab some of the clay that we've already made. You guys saw that. We put the dust in here with our iron bucket. It was glorious. The next thing it's going to want us to do is it's going to want us to unlock over here, and now we can get clay balls, which we already have. Then the next thing it wants us to do is it wants us to make some porcelain clay, which is just clay balls and dust. We can do that. We've got plenty of that. I don't know that we need all 20 of this, so let's do half. That'll give us 20 total porcelain clay. Okay. And so now it wants us to make an unfired clay bucket, which is our normal bucket recipe, and a unfired crucible, which is just, you know, like a barrel, but made out of this stuff. And I think we have enough for all of that. So we'll start here. We're actually going to make 2 of these because this is how we're going to get our lava. And then we're going to go ahead with the remaining here, and we are going to make our 2 unfired clay buckets that we're going to need. So that gets us down into here. Now it wants us to make the ceramic bucket, which we just fire it, and it wants us to fire that too. So we're going to put the crucibles in first. And this is the chest from the, let's see, hour and a half of time I spent working on gathering stuff. So all of this is stuff for the next kind of things that I want to get into. So for starters, these are quest turn-ins for the chapter challenge for the first chapter. We get some really cool stuff if we complete this. So we have to complete all of the stuff around the edge here, and then we get to claim our reward. We get an infinity wand, which is amazing for constructing stuff. We get building gadgets. Love building gadgets. Copy and paste gadget. That's be nice for, building structures. Some new stuff from building gadgets I've never played with. Template manager, templates, stuff like that. We also get frogs. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully we can figure out a way to get a frog light farm going, so we can get some frog lights for whatever biome we're in. Let's turn in the leaves. All 256 leaves. It wants 128 logs, which we have. So there are our 2 ceramic buckets. So let's continue on in our pottery quest line. So now it wants us to make a lava-filled ceramic bucket. So to get our lava, we are going to need to make a campfire. And there's 2. All right, let's go put these down right up here in front of the captain's window. Your ship is on fire. All right. So then we're going to put these crucibles right above it. And then all we have to do to get our lava is feed them any stone. We don't want to use these because these are the kinds we need to use to make our blank plates for moving our mobs. So we're going to keep those. Let's see. Calcite's actually kind of pretty. We can sacrifice the diorite for sure. And I think it's just 3 blocks per bucket. And as you can see, we have a bucket of lava on each side. We only need 1 bucket at first. So that gets us our lava bucket. Now we need the other one full of water, a ceramic, lava, and a ceramic, one of those. And that gets us a resource gen. And as I was saying, we can click up here and we can make the resource generator 2 for the same ingredients. We will make one of those in a minute, but we're going to have to make some more porcelain clay balls to get another ceramic bucket. Okay, there's a bucket of lava in there. And then we should, in theory, if this will work. I don't think it will, though. We'll see, though. Because there's no recipe that scrolls through that shows you can mix and match. But, yeah, see, so we're going to have another ceramic bucket to make a second resource generator. But resource generator. So what we can do now, and I'm prepared for this too, we can get a drawer, a piece of cobble. We're going to need an item pipe. So what does it take to make an item pipe? I know that's in the quests. Let's go see. Hammer time, item pipes. So it's just 2 chests and 6 flint. We can do that. Actually, are there 2 chests in here? There are. Look, I was prepared. So, we've got 2 chests, flint, and that gets us our first item pipes. Then there's one more thing we're going to need. Looks like this. And that is the pipe wrench. This is how we tell it to push or pull items in or out of things. What we're going to do, we're going to just set this up somewhere. We can go right here. And then we're going to put down an item pipe here. And then we're going to put our resource generator there. And then in the resource generator, we just put the block we want it to make. And it will make it. So then now what we need to do is we need to use our pipe wrench. And we need to tell it to pull out of this inventory into this drawer. And there we have it. So now this drawer will hold 2,000 cobblestone. There we have it. Now we're going to have an automated source of cobblestone. Let's just claim all. Oh, it gave us another ceramic lava bucket to make a second resource gen. There we go. So you know what? Just to appease the quest gods, we can make both. We'll make one of the other ones just so we can demonstrate it. So this other one, these, the only difference in these just needs an inventory under it. And then it needs the resource you want it to generate on top of it. And if it turns blue, that means that it's working. And it's just going to, there's no interface. We can't get in here and look. It's going to just, as you can see, our count's going to go up quicker. It's going to pump the items out into the block below it. So now we're getting cobble from here and cobble from there. And it's just pumping them into the drawer. All right, so 2 of the other quests we mentioned that it wanted us to do was it wanted us to make the stone cutter, which we did off camera in that hour and a half. And then we also made the woodcutter. So woodcutter is just like it sounds, except you can put like logs in here and it will make you pretty much anything that that wood type can make. And you can do that for all of the logs. So, you know, you get your stairs on a 1-to-1 without having to lose one because you crafted it in the crafting table. So that's cool. And then the stone cutter is where we're going to get our plates. So these blank plates, our mob room is 9x9, but the inside area is only 7x7 because, you know, the 2 outer edges are the wall. So we're going to need a few of these plates. I'm just going to go ahead and make a full, I think that's what, 72 of them or something, 78 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and make those. And then now we can craft these into the slow vector plates to move the mobs down here like that. So these will move our mobs around. We're going to need more than that to fill it in. And then we're going to take these 3, and now we have a damage plate. Hurts anything that walks on it. So that's going to help us kill the mobs. We're going to put it like right in front of where we are so that makes them... Actually, we're not going to put that in at all because we want to kill the mobs ourselves. So let's get in here. Oh, wait, botany pots. I got distracted. I was going to... Well, you know what? We're here. We're doing this now. I just like to play Minecraft, you guys. I get distracted. It's like squirrel. All right, so we are going to... Wait, no, that is not what we're going to do. So if you don't want to get pushed around on these, you just hold shift, and then it lets you walk on them without getting pushed by the vector plates. So that should be pitch black inside that room now. And we should get mob spawns if we go far enough away. Cool. So that can work while we're doing other stuff. I totally meant to do that before botany pots. Nope, didn't. Just got distracted. And then we're going to need terracotta. So how much terracotta do we need per botany pot? I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our seagrass, we need to go ahead and let's do these. Let's get our bamboo, our sugarcane, and our cactus. We need wool. Okay. Cactus. Go. Cool. All right. So we got 1 of each. What other uses do you have, seagrass? Be used to make sushi. Compost you. We can grow more of you. Crush you. And we can get grass seeds from the summoning altar. There's our answer. That's how we get grass. All right, I will take a break here and do this so you guys don't have to watch and get us the terracotta we need for these botany pots. Be right back. What is it they say? Necessity is the mother of invention. All right, so we get wooden hoppers. So I'm like, I don't want to have to like swap all these items and get the water and put the dust and all that. So I took a wooden hopper and I put my dust in it and I pointed it into the barrel. Took another hopper, pointed it into this here chest, and you may notice there's 53 clay right there. So what I have to do to get it is all you got to do is you know, so there's no water in here, but there's dust that wants to go in here. So we just grab the water, right click here, and before you can even blink, pulls the clay. Then we do it again. Now we're up to 55. So that made that task a whole lot less sucky. So now we have almost a full stack of terracotta or clay to turn into terracotta. So how many did we say we were going to make? We said we were going to make 5 total hopping botany pots. So we will need 5 per, so we need 25. total. So let's get ourselves 15 more of that. And then we're going to need, did we have the bricks for all of it? No, we only had the bricks for that. So let's go ahead. Thank God they put in this recipe so you don't have to put the clay down and break it. That would suck. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our flower pots. And then now we should be able to make a basic botany pot. Why are there so many? Okay, we're not going to click on it from there. We're just going to look it up. Botany pot. Pin it. Let's pin that recipe, and we're going to pin the hopper. Actually, we just need to make a botany pot for the quest completion, so we will do one of those. Then we can turn it into a hopping botany pot that way. And then we can direct craft the hopping botany pot just like this. There we go. So now we have 2 of them. How is our terracotta coming? It's coming. Our bricks are done, so we can make 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We can make 2 more. Okay, that's fine. So we should have enough here to make at least 1 more right now. All right, so we saved a piece of sand, didn't we? No, we didn't. I used that piece of sand. Dang it. All right, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then we will just compress. Hammer. Compress. And hammer. And there's our sand. All right, so the way these hopping botany pots work, we're going to come up here. Do we still have drawers? We do. We still have 3 drawers. Let's put them... Yeah, let's put them back here. We'll go right here. 1, 2, 3. And then we can take these 3 hopping botany pots, put them right on top of these drawers. Now we can grow all of these on sand. So, well, no, not the bamboo, but sugarcane and the cactus. And so what's going to happen, since both of these only have 1 output, this is perfect for just a single drawer. They will grow. As you can tell, they're getting bigger. There is a way, I think, to see the percentage, but I don't know. Maybe that's not in this mod pack. But either way, they're going to grow, and then they're going to just spit out their outputs right here into the bottom, and we will have bamboo, sugarcane. Well, we'll have sugarcane and cactus, and then as soon as we get ourselves a piece of dirt, that was all from leaves, me harvesting leaves off trees, which we're going to be able to get around with a botany pot once the rest of them finish. We'll get our bamboo in here. So once these finish, they're going to pop off, and it would normally go into here, but since we have a storage below it, and they're a hopping botany pot or a hopper botany pot, there you go. So as you can see, now we've got sugarcane going to passively grow for us while at our base, cactus, and then we'll have bamboo in that one. So now, if our terracotta has finished, there is another 10, and we already have our pots. So, yep, hopper botany pots should get us 2 more. All right, so we're going to go a different drawer approach, but we're going to take oak. And the reason we're going to do oak is A, for just wood we can use, but B, we're going to get apples out of oak saplings when they grow in a hopper botany pot. And since we're going to have more than 1 output, this is where we're going to have, what, 3 total outputs from this? 4 total. So this will be perfect, a birch drawer. Now we're probably going to want to put a stack upgrade in here so that we can hold more, or not a stack, what do they call them? Quantity upgrades. What are they? Storage drawer. What are they called? I don't know what they're called. They're over here. We can get them in the shopping spree. So we can go in here, and for like 12 B-Bucks, you can buy the top tier. And for 6 B-Bucks, you can buy the bottom tier. So, honestly, for the as much as it'll hold, this would be a much better way to spend our B-Bucks, which we do have some. How many we have, I don't know. 16. So don't have a whole lot because we did buy our time in a bottle, but it was well worth it because once we get into machines, it's going to be great. Actually, I can demonstrate it on the trees. So we put down this, and we put down the hopping botany pot. And then it needs dirt and a tree. So now that's going to grow. But if we take our time in a bottle and we hold shift and we right click it, we can speed this up. And it will use our stored time here on that and make this grow faster. And so as you can see, we're up to 34 oak logs, 38 oak logs. It's, we are zooming. And now how long it runs for, as you see, we used like 30 minutes worth of time on there. So it accelerates for a certain amount of time and then it's going to stop. But that'll give you a demonstration of the difference between these. Since these only have one output, we're fine with putting them on a regular drawer. Since we can have these 4 different item types, if we didn't have an output for it, we'd have to put these over like a chest or something. But the 2x2 drawers work perfect. So there we go. Our time in a bottle ran out and it got us 89 logs and sticks and some apples. So for the last botany pot, we are going to put melon. Now, melon is going to give us 2 outputs. It's going to give us the whole melon, and it's going to give us the melon seeds. So we can use a 1x2, since there's only 2 outputs that come from melon being grown in a hopping botany pot. So now we put our dirt and our seeds. Now there's one thing we can do to speed up these ones that grow on dirt. So farmland or tilled dirt gives you a slight, and I do mean slight, increase in your production speed of the resources that are in there. But I mean, anything passive, if you can make it just a little faster, you get that much more for the time you spend near it. So all we have to do, you can do this a couple of ways, but one way is you can literally just till the soil in the botany pot. And then if we go look, it'll show farmland, and you can see right there that your seeds will grow at a 1.05 times speed. So it's like 5% faster. Is that what that is? I guess. But either way, it'll get us some resources a little bit quicker. And then as we can see, you'll get to see the results of the melon here. So we didn't get any seeds on that output. We just got the melon. But we have whole melons that we can use for all sorts of stuff. Melons are actually a good fuel source. When we get into like mechanism, you can use those to, you pull the melons out of here, and then you put them in like a compacting drawer, and you pull the slices out, and you pull the slices into a crusher, generate your, biofuel that way. Make it into ethylene, burn it in a gas burning generator, and you're set. So, but anyways, I would say let's get some melon for the heck of it. Oh, gotta be careful. I just used a bunch of time. I wish there was a way to take that away. Oh, wow. Yeah, we've used like 2 hours. Nope. No more time in a bottle. We want to save that. So, let's see how far we got. I think we got through all the things that I said I want to do. Yep, we completed this whole chapter. And we've almost completed this whole chapter with the exception of making pipe upgrades, which we'll get into next time because I think we are out of time. I got 54 minutes worth of recorded stuff, and I've been playing for like 2.5 hours, 2 hours. I also streamed right before I did this. Stream on YouTube. I sometimes stream on Twitch. Big Wooly 1013 on Twitch, Big Wooly on YouTube. Check me out. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like the video. And if you enjoy the content, subscribe for some new stuff. And we will catch you all next time on Seaopolis. What are we on? Seaopolis 2? Yep, Seaopolis 2. All right, bye.